Now coming to the grid and cloud computing, the second topic is scalable computing over the internet. Okay, what is nothing but the scalable computing over the internet? What is the meaning of the scalable? Scalable in the sense it should be capable of being scaled in the sense to manage, process and communicate over the information. It includes the development of both hardware and software. Okay, it's nothing but scalable computing over the internet. Okay, let us see now. Instead of using a centralized computer to solve computational problems, a parallel and distributed computing system, it uses multiple computers to solve large scale problems over the internet. In the sense, it is a centralized computers to solve, it is a form of computation in which many calculations are carried out simultaneously by using multiple CPUs. In parallel computing will do the task here. It uses multiple computers to solve large scale problems throughout the internet. Okay, this distributing computing, it becomes a data intensive in the sense, what is nothing but data intensive computing in the sense, it is a class of parallel computing applications which use a data parallel approach to process a large volume of data. It is typically in terabytes or petabytes in size. Actually, what we want to say, data intensive computing in the sense, it becomes, it is typically referred to as a big data. Okay, and the network centric also. Okay, and coming to this, the age of internet computing. Okay, here we have two concepts. Carefully listen, the two concepts here: high performance computing, and second one is high throughput computing. First one is the high performance computing applications. It's no longer optimal to measure the system performance, is nothing but high performance computing. And coming to the second one, high throughput computing, it emerges the computing clouds. Instead, it demands to build with parallel and distributed computing technologies. Okay, first one, high performance computing in the sense, it is no longer optimal. We want to measuring the system performance, evaluation and expansion. Okay, and coming to the high throughput computing, it emergence of computing clouds in instance demands to build the parallel and distributing computing technologies. Okay, here we want to see to upgrade data centers. Data centers in this nothing but clouds. Okay, it using fast servers, storage systems and high bandwidth networks. Okay, to upgrade the data centers by using fast servers, storage systems and high bandwidth networks. Okay, and coming to the next topic, the platform evolution. What the OS expansion will be in the past years, they do. Okay, from 1950s to 1970s, it is a handful of mainframes. Here, they including the IBM 360 and CDC 6400. And after that, from 1960s to 1970s, it is a lower cost mini computers such as DEC PDP 11 and VAX series. And after, from 1970s to 1980s, we saw a widespread use of personal computers to build with very large scale integrated microprocessors. Okay, and then after, from 1980s to 2000, it is a massive number of portable computers will came, and it's pervasive devices. Pervasive in the sense is spreading widely throughout the area or group of peoples. It appeared in both wired and wireless applications. Okay, and it appeared in both wired and wireless applications. In since during 1990s, the use of both HPC, high performance computing, and high throughput computing systems, it's hidden in clusters and grids or internet clouds has proliferated. In the sense cluster, in the sense to form a group. Okay, grid is nothing but it is an architecture or set of servers that gives individuals or group of users the ability to access, modify and transfer its extremely large number of geographically distributed data for resource purposes. Okay, and coming to this internet clouds, internet cloud is accessing, storing, processing data on remote servers via internet. It has grow rapidly, in the sense proliferated, in the sense it's grow rapidly. Okay, and coming to the on the high performance computing side, supercomputers are gradually replaced by clusters of cooperative computers. Okay, and coming to the high throughput computing side, it's passing through peer-to-peer networks. Peer-to-peer networks are formed for distributed file sharing and content delivery applications. Okay, in HPC side, supercomputers are gradually replaced by clusters of cooperative computers to share computing resources. And coming to the high throughput computing side, it is peer-to-peer networks are formed for distributed file sharing and content delivery application. It is the diagrammatic representation of evolutionary trend toward parallel, distributed and cloud computing with clusters and massive parallel processors and peer-to-peer networks and grids, clouds and web services and the internet of things. This is the diagrammatic representation of the high throughput computing and high performance computing. Here look at once this is the disparate, look at once all of you here, disparate nodes, the HTC systems file sharing to peer network by using distributed control and geographically sparse to computational and grid centers. It's virtualization to the internet clouds and one more service oriented architecture, that is nothing but web 2.0 services. And coming to the HPC systems, it's nothing but homogeneous nodes. Homogeneous nodes in the sense it's the same nodes, it transfer to the high speed of clusters or massively parallel processors in centralized control under the single authority. It to parse a disparate clusters to, it's based on RFID, radio frequency identification and sensors through internet of things. Okay, this is the representation of evolution of distributed computing. Okay, next we see high performance computing. In this high performance computing, since during for many years, high performance computing system, the special importance of the raw speed performance, the speed of high performance computing systems, it has increased from G flops in the early 1990s to now P flops in 2010. Okay, and coming to the high throughput computing, it pays more attention to high flux computing. What is the meaning of the high flux computing? High flux computing is nothing but it is a high throughput computing. It is a computer science term to describe the use of many computing resources over long periods of time to accomplish a computational task. Okay, the main applications for high flux computing is in internet searches and web services by millions or more users simultaneously. Okay, here the performance goal thus shifts to measure high throughput high throughput or the number of tasks completed per unit of time. What is the meaning of the performance goal, the shift to measure high throughput? What is the meaning of the throughput? Items passing through a system or process, okay, is nothing but throughput. The performance here, the goal to achieve to measure a high throughput, items passing through a system or process, number of units of data per time, per unit of time, the task completed per unit of time. It's nothing but throughput. Okay, coming to the high throughput computing technology, it needs to not only improve the terms of batch processing speed, but also here the address of the acute problems of cost and energy savings, security and reliability at many data and enterprise computing centers. Okay, this is the main key points of high throughput computing. Here we have three new computing paradigm technologies. Okay, listen carefully, otherwise we can't understand the concepts in a clear cut way. Advances in virtualization make it possible to see the growth of internet clouds as a new computing paradigm. What is the meaning of the paradigm? Paradigm in the sense it is a pattern, it is to manage, process and communicate information. It includes both the development of hardware and software patterns. Okay, there are three new computing paradigms. Here advances in virtualization, it make it possible to see the growth of internet clouds as a new computing paradigm. Okay, here the three things here, the maturity of radio frequency identification and one more global positioning system GPS and sensor technologies has triggered the development of internet of things. Okay, and next slide we have seen here computing paradigm distinctions in the sense we have seen the differences of the paradigms, how to process the manage and communicate the information. Okay, the high technology community, it has argued for many years about the precise definitions of centralized computing, parallel computing, distributed computing and cloud computing. In general, we see the distributed computing is the opposite of centralized computing. Here, the last point, an important point, the field of parallel computing overlaps in the sense it's a property of the reduction rules with the distributed computing to a great extent, and cloud computing is a property of reduction rules in terms of rewriting a system with the distributed, centralized and parallel computing. Okay, here what we have discussed in a clear cut way, here the computing paradigm distinctions, what the terms we have to learn here in the sense centralized computing and one more distributed computing and one more parallel computing, and last one finally it's very important, ubiquitous computing. The terminologies we have to remember these. Okay, what are the computing paradigm distinctions in the sense computing patterns differences, what are the high technology argued the precise definitions of centralized computing, parallel computing, distributed computing and cloud computing. In general, we have seen the distributed computing is the opposite of centralized computing. The field of parallel computing overlaps with distributed computing and cloud computing overlaps with distributed and centralized and one more parallel computing. Okay, we discussed the terminologies of centralized computing, distributed computing, cloud computing and parallel computing, and finally ubiquitous computing in the further video. Thank you.